Coming to the top of your mat, sitting up nice and tall, easy cross-leg position, Sukhasana. Starting the class today in a more traditional style, with the opening of 3 Oms followed by a short mantra. This mantra is taken from the Shanti mantra. It is just a piece of the Shanti mantras. It is a section which translates, it's supposed to represent the connection between teacher and student and to bring about support for proper transmission of yoga between teacher and student. So it is not necessary to chant along. If you'd like to chant along, I highly encourage you to, but just hearing these sacred Sanskrit sounds will help tune you into the proper frequency of the yoga. So sit up nice and tall and come at this with an open mind, exhaling, releasing everything, letting go. Inhaling for Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhanaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinaditavamastu Ma Vivishavahi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Coming into our practice, we will go ahead and start in shavasana on our backs, lying down, sinking into the mat. Anytime we take these mini shavasanas, anytime I cue relaxation, make sure you get the most that you can out of your relaxations. Soften, noticing how you feel. Connecting with breath, perhaps deep breathing, perhaps shallow breathing, whatever feels right for you in this moment. You can imagine the diaphragm expanding like a balloon, filling up, expansion. And then exhale, releasing, letting go. Starting with some leg lifts, right side. We're gonna go ahead and just plant the hands next to the hips. Inhale, lifting the right leg up to 90 degrees. Flexing the foot, and then exhale, lowering down slowly with control. Again, we'll lift left side now, up to 90 degrees, flexing the foot. Exhale, lower down slowly with control. Opposite side, right side, lift, Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, flex the foot, lower down. Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, lift. Left side, Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, point those toes, exhale, flex the feet, lower down. 1, 2, and 3. We'll go ahead and do that again, but this time see about letting the heels hover. Heels are hovering a lot more, a little bit more intense. I'm feeling a little tired, so let's see how I do. Inhale, lift, Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, flex the foot, lower down, Om 1, Om 2, Om 3. Left side, we lift, Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, flex the foot, lower down, Om 1, Om 2, Om 3. Both my heels are hovering, lift both legs, Om 1, Om 2, Om 3. Flex the feet, legs are lifted to 90 degrees. Relax. Stay right here for a moment. Big inhale. Exhale, we're going to lower down at a 10 count. 1, 2, 3, Om 4, Om 5, Om 6, Om 7, Om 8, Om, Om. Relax. Softening. Right leg, we lift again. Interlace your fingers behind the right thigh. Stay right here. Roll through that right ankle. We can draw that right thigh in towards your chest. Just gently. Not too crazy here. So you either stay or you can inhale. Extend the arm. Extend the hands up towards that right heel. Or however far you can go is fine. I'm trying to keep the head and back on the mat for now. If it's available to you, peace fingers grab big toe. Exhale, lift the chest. Bend the elbow. Squeeze. Inhale, big inhale. Exhale, relax. Lower down. One more time. Inhale, lift. Keep breathing. Squeezing, lifting. Inhale, lower the head and chest down to the mat. Exhale, lower the right leg down towards the right side. Keep that left hip down. Try not to let it lift. Very nice. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Back to 90 degrees, and we're going to lift that left foot up off the mat. Let it hover. Bring the hands behind the head. Big inhale. And then exhale, lift the head and chest. Reach past the right thigh. A little bit of a twist here. Breathe. I'm going to sneak in a little bit of core activation. Inhale to center. Hands behind the head. Exhale, reach past the thighs. Squeeze. Head and chest are lifted. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Straighten that left leg. Draw the right knee into the chest. Try to eliminate that space between abdomen and thigh. On the exhale, left hand guides that right knee over to the left side. Extend the right arm, gaze over the right shoulder. Gentle supine twist. We'll inhale to center. And exhale, you can draw that right knee into the chest once again. And we're going to lift the right foot up towards the ceiling and grab the outside of that right foot. So the arch of the right foot pointed right up towards that ceiling. You can see about pulling that right knee down nice and gentle here towards the mat, towards that armpit. So stay here and breathe and stretch, or follow along with me to deepen a little. You can lift the left leg up to 90 degrees. Drop that right knee down. Stay here. Big exhale. Lower the left leg all the way back down to the mat. If this feels nice, You can do that a few more times, lifting the left leg up, exhale, lowering it down. Or just stay in that extension. The left side of my body is lifting up off of the mat. I like to have that left side down. So you can just imagine drawing it down. Even though I can't fully draw it down, imagining it will add so much benefit to your practice. Now you can lift the right knee up off the mat to draw that left side down. Find that happy medium once again. We'll inhale, lift the left leg, cross the right ankle over left thigh. Interlace your fingers behind left thigh or left shin. Keep your head and back on the mat to begin with. And breathe. If you can, keep your head and back on the mat to begin with. So I'm reaching my right knee away from my chest. Away. Pulling it away. My left shin, you can maybe see about lifting that left shin up towards the ceiling slightly. Flexing the feet, see how that feels. On your next exhale, lift the head and chest. Maybe you can even lift the lower back so you're balancing more on your thoracic spine. Nice work. Inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale, lower that right leg down towards the mat. My left knee is drawing in towards the chest. We'll go ahead and extend that left leg. Interlace your fingers behind left thigh. Very nice. Roll through the left ankle, and when you're ready, you can inhale, extend the arms up towards that left heel, left ankle. You can stay here and breathe. Or, if it's available to you, piece fingers, grab big toe, and on your exhale, you lift and squeeze. Keep that left leg straight, right hand hovering over right thigh. Go ahead, inhale, release the head and chest. Exhale, lower that left leg down to the left side. Gaze over the right shoulder, remind that right hip to stay down. Inhale, we lift that left leg all the way back up. And then we're going to lift that right leg, right foot, letting it hover. So left leg 90 degrees, right leg is hovering. Inhale, bring your hands behind your head. Exhale, lift and twist, left hands past the left thigh. Flex the feet, roll through the ankles, breathe. Squeeze the core. Inhale to center. Exhale, we reach past the thighs, straight ahead. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Draw that left knee into the chest. Big inhale. Exhale, right hand grabs or guides that left knee down to the right side. Gaze over the left shoulder. Relax. Inhale, roll onto your back. And then exhale, knee into the chest again. We're going to go ahead and point the bottom of that left foot up towards the ceiling. Left hand grabs the outside of that left foot. Draw the knee into the armpit. Down towards the mat. Half happy baby. So that would be 1/2 Ananda Balasana, I believe. Be Sanskrit. Stay here or lift that right leg all the way up to 90 degrees. Drop the left knee down. And on your next exhale, lower that right leg down towards the mat. If that feels good, you can pulse a few times through the right leg. Awesome job, yogis. Inhale, lift the right leg across the left ankle over right thigh. Interlace your fingers behind right thigh or around the right shin. Try to keep everything on the mat, head and back on the mat for now. Just explore. Lift the right shin, draw the left knee away, flex the feet, roll through the ankles. And then at some point, exhale, lift onto the thoracic spine. Very nice. Extend the left leg, exhale, lower that left leg down. Extend the right leg, exhale, lower the right leg down. Big inhale, full body stretch. Exhale, give yourself a hug. Inhale, roll up over the knees. We're gonna find our first down dog. So come into down dog right away. Roll over the toes, lift the knees. Fully extend the arms and legs. Get comfortable. First down dog of the day. It can be nice and static. If we want to pump through the heels, move through the hips. You want to do some waves into high plank, back into down dog. Do some spinal waves. Sometimes we'll pivot my feet so my heels are all the way to the right, leaning. Opposite direction, heels to the left, leaning into that left side. Gaze in between the hands, bend the knees, little tiny baby steps, all the way forward. Fold, Uttanasana. You could have your hands grabbing the elbows. Your peace fingers could be grabbing the big toes, elbows bent. Yogi's choice here. For me, it's chest expansion. I'm going to interlace my fingers behind my back. Extend the arms, open the chest, exhale, fold. If you're following along with me, wherever you're at in your forward fold, it's always nice to bend one leg at a time. So I'm going to bend my left leg, stand a little bit more on my right leg. And if you're doing the chest expansion, hands interlace, you can twist to the right. See how that feels. Twist. Inhale to center, straighten the legs. Exhale, bend the right leg, twist to the left, stand a little bit more on that left leg. Inhale, extend, halfway lift, plant the fingertips, gaze forward, and exhale, fold. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Chin lifting last. Bring the feet together, Tadasana, mountain pose. Check in, notice how you feel. Surya, Namaskar A, sun salutations. Going with more of a gentle hatha style. Inhale, open the chest, open the palms, gaze forward. Exhale, hands to heart center. Push the palms together, lift the elbows. Inhale, we reach, open the chest, find length. Exhale, fold forward, plant the hands down. Try to get the palms flat. Fingertips can line up with toes. You can bend the knees as much as possible, get those palms flat. Inhale, we'll step the right foot back, drop the right knee, lift the gaze, low lunge. Retaining the breath, step the left foot back, find plank pose. And then we'll exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin or forehead. Inhale, slide forward, lift the chest, your back bend, Bhujangasana Cobra or upward facing dog. And then exhale, roll over the toes, lift the knees, sitting bones reach back, down dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward, drop the left knee, low lunge. Exhale, left foot comes forward and we fold. Inhale, reach the arms forward, up, slightly back. Squeeze the glutes, reach. Exhale, release, hands down to your side. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach, find length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the left foot back, drop the left knee, lift the gaze. Retain the breath, right foot back, plank pose, push the ground away from you. Exhale, we lower down, knees, chest, chin or forehead. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, down dog. Find that V shape, long lines of energy. Inhale, step the left foot forward, drop that back right knee. Exhale, right foot forward and we fold. Inhale, sweep the arms forward, up, slightly back, reach. Exhale, relax your arms down to your side. Beautiful. More of a Ashtanga style, Surya Namaskar B. Yakam, inhale, sweep the arms up, find length, we rise. Deve, exhale, forward fold. Sreni, inhale, look up, lengthen, halfway lift. Chest body, step, jump, back to plank, lower down, chaturanga, or choose your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing. Sat, exhale, downward facing. Take an inhale, step that right foot forward, drop the back heel, sweep those arms all the way up. Virabhadrasana A, exhale, plant the hands, fold forward. You can let that right heel hover if you want, lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Big inhale, step that left foot forward, drop the back right heel, sweep those arms all the way up. And exhale, plant the hands, vinyasa. Choose to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Some external rotation through the shoulders, outside edges of the armpit, and reaching down towards the thighs, towards your mat. Take your gaze to the navel or to the knees. Try to relax as much as possible. Try to melt your chest down towards your thighs. Inhale, gaze in between your hands. Slightly bend the knees, walk, step, or jump to the front of the mat. Inhaling, halfway lift. Astau, exhale, forward fold. Nava, inhale, sweep those arms all the way up, bend the knees, come to chair pose. And exhale, straighten the legs, extend, relax. Spread the feet apart, shoulders width. Noticing how you feel. Inhale, extend the arms all the way up, interlace your fingers. Index fingers come to a steeple. Exhale, we pivot to the right, hips reach to the left. Breathing. Gaze past the left arm. Inhale to center. Exhale, lean to the left, hips reach to the right. Inhale to center. And release. Beautiful job. Nice sun salutations, coming into our Malasana flow. So we'll go ahead and just squat down in whatever version of your yogi squat you can do. I like Malasana, frog squat, so my toes will be pointing out, my heels will be pointing in. So let's lean back into the heels, draw the elbows into the inside of those thighs, palms together. Notice how you feel. Deep breathing. So you can just stay here and breathe. If it's uncomfortable, you can just plant the hands and lift the hips. Come into a little bit of a higher squat with the hips. Otherwise, just follow along with me. See what you can do here. We're going to start with some dynamic movements in our Malasana squat. I'm going to see about tapping my right knee down on the mat, nice and slowly. And we'll tap through the left knee. So I'm working on just trying to draw my knees forward. Really stretching into the ball of the foot. You could do this with your hands. You don't have to do this no-handed. I like to do it no-handed. A few more moments with the movement. All right, great job, yogis. So now I am going to use my hands. I'm going to plant my fingertips and I'm going to draw my knees down to the left. Sink down to those sit bones and then use your upper torso to follow over to the left. You could even come all the way down onto the forearms. Take a moment and then come up. Use your hands to come back into that Malasana. And then use your hands to drop the knees down to the right. Sink them down. Upper torso follows. Use this time to flow back and forth, left and right. And you could speed this up a little bit, going back and forth in between the two a little bit faster. Some yogis like to do this with no hands. You can do this with no hands. I've had issues with my knees, so I like to play it safe, but I have found that these movements have really helped my meniscus. All right, let's go ahead and find Malasana, and then plant the hands, extend the legs, lift the hips, fold forward. Sway a little bit in the hips, squaring the hips, unsquaring the hips. Inhale, come all the way up. And we'll just step to the front of the mat. Shake it out a little bit. Check in. Feet together, Tadasana, nice and tall, noticing how you feel. We're going to inhale, take this right foot, step it back, pivot the feet, opposite direction, front foot lined up, front heel lined up with the arch in your back foot. Take a big inhale, reach those arms halfway up, and then exhale, we're going to reach forward, right hand to right thigh, reach that left arm up, or peace fingers, grab big toe. Draw the navel in slightly, reach up through that left arm, through those left fingertips. Ground down through the feet. Make sure you're finding your breath. And if your right hand is on that shin, try to use your core to keep you lifted rather than pushing too hard into that shin. Nice and strong through the feet and legs, through the core. Inhale yourself all the way up. Pivot the feet, opposite direction. Exhale, left hand reaches forward, peace fingers grab big toe. Take your gaze up towards those right fingertips, reaching towards the ceiling. Inhale, come all the way up. Pivot the feet opposite direction. We're going to windmill the hands all the way down. Left hand comes to the outside of that right foot. We twist to the right. Reach that right arm up. Open up through the right side. Pavita Trikonasana, revolve triangle. Squeezing into those vital organs, detoxifying, purifying the body. Gaze down at the toes. Inhale yourself all the way up. Nice and strong through those feet, trying to maintain the balance. As we pivot the feet opposite direction. Windmilling those hands down. Right hand to the outside of that left foot. Twist. Reach that left arm up. Take your gaze up towards the ceiling. Find your breath. Really grounding down through those feet. Rooting. Unbreakable. A little bit shakeable. You got this. Nice and strong. I believe in you. Gaze down at the feet. Inhale yourself all the way up. Slight bend in that right knee. Hop to the front of the mat. Shake it out. Great job. We'll inhale. Reach the arms all the way up. Find length. Exhale. Step that right foot back. High lunge. So let's check in with the hips. Bring our hands to our hips. I like to wiggle my right foot back a little bit. Sink down. Really feeling it through that right thigh. That right leg nice and strong. Lift up a little bit in that right heel. Push down the ball of that right foot. Inhaling the arms up. Hands are parallel. On your next inhale, go ahead and drop that right heel to the inside of the mat. Bend through that left knee and open up. Virabhadrasana, B, warrior two. Really feeling that through that left quad into that inner right thigh. Try to lift up through the sternum, reaching through all 10 fingertips, gazing past the left fingertips. Inhale, reach the right arm down the right leg. Left hand up and over the head. Try to lean a little bit into that left knee as you reach opposite direction. Exhale, left forearm to left thigh. Reach that right arm up and over. It's a very gentle Parvaskanasana, side lateral. Really grounding down into the outside edge of that right foot as you reach through those right fingertips. Inhale all the way up, warrior two. Exhale, sink in. So I'm gonna shorten my stance. Heel toe that back foot in slightly. You might not even need to, but we're gonna inhale, point the chest forward, a little bit of a twist, reach those arms up, sink down. Virabhadrasana A, warrior one. Ground down through the feet as you feel that rush of lifting energy through the body. One more inhale. Then we'll exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, straighten the arms, open the chest, gaze up. Exhale, fold forward. The left shoulder can be resting on left thigh as you release the crown of the head, or maybe you sink down a little bit more. Good, drop that left shoulder down to the inside of that left knee or thigh. Inhale, frame that front foot, step that left foot back, you can let it hover. Find a vinyasa, lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Sapta, gaze in between the hands, bend the knees, walk, step, or jump to the front of the mat. Inhaling, halfway lift. Astau, exhale, forward, fold. Lava, inhale, sweep those arms all the way up, find length, we rise. Exhale, release. Down to your side. Awesome job. Let's try that on the opposite side. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. We rise, we reach, exhale. Step the left foot back, hands to heart center. Find that high crescent. Check in with the hips. Really feeling through that left leg. Inner left thigh. Feeling a nice stretch. You can extend the arms, hands are parallel. And we'll go ahead, take a big inhale, drop that back heel to the inside of the mat. Extend the arms, gaze past the front right fingers. Try to open up through that right hip socket. Point that knee forward. Make any adjustments that you need to make. Maybe you need to shorten your stance, widen your stance. Find your edge, sink down. Draw into that front knee a little bit so you can feel it in that right thigh. Inhale, reach that left arm down the back leg, right arm up and over. Lean into that front knee. Breathing. Big inhale. Exhale, right forearm down to right thigh. Reach the left arm up and over. Gentle side lateral stretch. Almost forming a 45-degree angle to the left side of that body. Inhale all the way back up. Virabhadrasana B. Sink down. You can heel toe that back foot in, shortening the stance. Inhale, point the chest forward, a little bit of a twist. Sink down. Virabhadrasana A. One more big inhale. And then exhale, you can bring your hands behind the back, interlacing the fingers. Extend the arms, open the chest, gaze up. Exhale, fold. Go ahead, inhale, release the bind, frame that front foot. Exhale, step the right foot back. You can let it hover as you lower down. Choose your vinyasa. Meeting in down dog. Find your back bend. Exhale, down dog. Gaze in between your hands. Slightly bend the knees, walk, step, or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep those arms all the way up by length. We rise. Exhale, release. Notice how you feel. Working on our balance. We'll start with Utthita Hasta Parangustasana, extended hand to big toe. I'll give you the modified version first, just a quick demonstration while you towel off, get a drink, whatever you're doing, or you could follow along with me. We're just going to speed this up for the modified version. We're going to bring the knee into the chest, interlace your fingers behind right thigh, and then we'll just open up, and I'll ask you to take your gaze over the left shoulder. Then we'll bring it back in, a little bit of a fold. We'll inhale, straighten, and then we'll draw the right heel into the glute with a little bit of a quad stretch.
So you can follow along with me with the modified version, or you could try the full expression of the pose with straight leg. Take a moment, inhale, find your center. Exhale, relax. When you're ready, inhale, extend the right leg. Peace fingers grab big toe or knee into the chest. Left hand can come to left hip. Find one single point to focus your gaze. Remember, the teacher of balance is falling. So if we fall, we take the lesson. We learn, we grow from it. One single point, that drishti point. Exhale, fold if you're folding. Draw that knee into the chest. Inhale, extend. Exhale, reach that right foot out to the right side. You can take your gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale, bring it back in. Exhale, fold if you're folding. Inhale, extend. Then we're going to bend this right knee and draw that right foot, that right heel into the glute. Coming into a quad stretch. So you could bring both hands around to grab that right foot. And you're just going to hold and breathe. Try not to fall. If you'd like to challenge yourself even more, we're going to take the right hand and grab the inside of that right foot. We're going to begin to lift the right leg up, and we're going to hinge forward. You can extend the left arm. One single point to focus your gaze. As you lift that right leg, at some point kick the right foot into the right hand. Lift a little bit higher. Inhale, come all the way back up. See about extending that right leg. Peace fingers, find big toe. Once again, into extension. Bring both hands to your hips. And keep that right leg lifted. Breathe. Try not to lean back. Nice and strong. Draw that navel in. Extend that right leg. One more inhale. Exhale. Release. Shake it out. Great job. Very challenging stuff. Good job, yogis. Stand up nice and tall, Tadasana. Inhale. Check in with your body. Check in with your breath. Centering. Exhale, relaxing. So when you're ready, left knee draws into the chest, interlace your fingers behind, around, across the knee, or lift the left leg, interlace, peace fingers grab big toe. Extend the left leg. Right hand to right hip. Keep breathing. One more inhale, long through the spine. Exhale, fold. Bend the elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, reach that left leg over to the left side. You can take your gaze over the right shoulder. Keep that left leg in extension. Maybe smile. Inhale, bring it back into center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extend. Bend the left leg. Go ahead and both hands can grab that left foot, nice quad stretch. Or you take the left hand and draw it into the inside of that left foot. Nice grip there. Begin to pivot or hinge forward. A little bit of a fold forward, extend the right arm, lift that left leg up. Keep lifting through the left leg. And at some point, kick the left foot into the left hand. Find that extension, lift. Natarajasana. Shiva, Shiva, boom, boom. Inhale, come all the way back up. See if you can extend that left leg, peace fingers, grab big toe. Nice. And we'll release the big toe, hands grab the hips. One more inhale, lift a little bit higher. Exhale, release, shake it out. Great job, yogis. That's very challenging stuff. So let's go ahead and continue with some more challenging stuff. And we'll bend the knees and see about coming into a squatting position with the legs and feet together. So you can cradle the legs around the back. Or you can just keep those arms extended. This is really fun. I like this. So from here, we're going to see about inhaling, exhaling, we're drawing the knees forward on the exhale, tapping the knees down. You could use your hands to do that if you need to. And then we're going to inhale, grab the back of the heels, and lift the chest. Find camel. Hips reach forward. Rolling through those shoulders feels so good. Exhale, drop the hips to the heels. And then we'll inhale, lift back up into our squat. And then we'll exhale, drop the hips, lift the legs, Navasana. Knees to Navasana. Deep breathing. Go ahead, release from Navasana. We'll plant the feet. So you can try to do this no-handed. I've been able to do it a few times. Generally, I have to use my hands, but we're going to see about coming into that squat. If you can't do it no-handed, use your hands. Come into that squat. Exhale, slowly with control. See about dropping those knees down to the mat. Grab the back of the heels. Inhale, camel. Exhale, drop the hips to the heels. Inhale back into your squat and then drop down into Navasana right away. Exhale, release, come back up into your squat. Ooh, almost got it there. And then we'll exhale down slowly with control. Down to the knees. Inhale, camel. Exhale into your squat. Inhale, Navasana. Exhale, squat. Drop the knees. Inhale, camel. Exhale, release. Come back into that squat. And then straighten the legs. Fold forward. Awesome job. Inhale, come all the way up. Find length. Reach through the arms. Awesome. Exhale. Relax. Great job, yogis. Really working some things today. Let me tell you, we'll inhale, sweep those arms all the way up, find length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, just step back to down dog. We'll inhale, extend the left leg. Just find some light pulsing through that left leg. And then we can exhale, take that left foot, that left leg down to the mat so that the left shin is parallel with the front edge of the mat. You can walk that right knee back. So it's not necessary for that that shin to be completely parallel with the mat. If that's too intense, we'll just draw that left heel in to the body to relieve some of that pressure. Oftentimes, I like to get my leg as parallel as possible, so I'll use my right hand to keep my left leg in place. Wherever you're at, just try to lift up through the chest. Sink down in the hips. And encourage you to stay here and breathe for a few moments, or if you'd like to find a little bit of a twist, I'm going to open my chest and draw my right hand down the back of my right thigh. You can even reach up through the arms. You could reach that right arm down, left arm up and over. You could bend the right knee. Find a little bit of a stretch through the quad. One more inhale. Exhale, release slowly with control. And then see about walking down onto your forearms. Just a few more moments here. And we'll take an inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, walk the hands over that left knee, reaching to the left side, pushing into the fingertips, inhaling to center, and you can exhale, walk the hands over to the right side. You can also lift back up, push into that right hand, extend the left arm, and then you can draw that left elbow into that left foot. My favorite way to twist here in your half pigeon. One more inhale, and then exhale, we'll release. And we're going to drop that left hip down onto the mat. Swing this right leg all the way around the left thigh. Sit up nice and tall, big inhale. And then exhale across the left arm over the right thigh and twist. Gaze past the right shoulder. Gentle twist here. If you wanted to deepen, you could extend the left arm. Exhale, plant that left elbow on the right leg. Extend the left arm, apply some pressure. Maybe left hand can grab left knee or right shin or ankle or foot. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Extend that right leg. Sweep it back around. Revisiting half pigeon. Plant the hands. Step back. Down dog. Exhaling. Inhale, extend the right leg. Pulse through that right leg a few times. Reaching the heel up towards the ceiling. You can even lift up through the back left heel, but try to keep it down. And then on your exhale, we're going to take that right shin down to the mat, bending the right knee, right shin parallel the front of the mat. You can walk the left knee back, sink down through the hips. And use your fingertips as a cushion. Try to extend up through the spine, lift up through the chest. And then if you want to find that twist again, you could twist the chest to the left, reach the left arm down the back of the leg. Feel free to find that twist. And then we will maybe bend that left leg and find a quad stretch, left hand, left arm, wraps around left leg. One more inhale. Exhale. Release. Plant the hand. Step the right foot back. Down dog. Gaze in between your hands. Slightly bend the knees. Walk, step, or jump to the front of the mat. Sit down. Extend the legs. Sit up nice and tall, big inhale, and exhale, fold forward. Paschimottanasana. Seated forward fold. And yogi, my bad. I realized that I forgot to do several things on that left side in half pigeon. It's a little too late to go back now, so you know, maybe on your own personal time, if you want to get back to that, feel free. Try to let go of expectations that we place upon ourselves, upon others, and just slip into self-love, self-care. Take your awareness and expand it to connect with others. See them in yourself. It's a very gentle forward fold here, nice and relaxed. We'll inhale. Go ahead, come all the way up. Nice job, yogis. So we're gonna take this right leg and we're gonna bend the right knee, plant the right foot underneath the right knee. Cross the left leg over the right foot. You might have to adjust. I always lift up on my hips to try to draw that left foot down a little bit farther on the right leg, and then set the hips down. So when I adjust like that, I'm trying to draw everything in towards the midline. You know, really feeling this in my left hip socket, my left thigh. You can flex the left foot. So this is where we'll stay. If you want to deepen a little bit more, you're welcome to follow along. We'll take the right hand and plant it behind you so the fingertips are pointed away. We'll inhale, reach the left arm up, and then exhale. You can see about planting the left elbow onto that left foot, or if you could go even farther, you could try to get the left armpit onto that left foot. And then we're going to find that gentle twist, trying to open through the chest. Left hand can reach down and see about grabbing the right thigh, or the right shin, right ankle, or right foot. Draw that left knee down. One more big inhale. And then exhale, we'll release, and we're gonna stack the shins. We're gonna stack that left shin over the right shin, coming to fire log pose. When I say stack the shins, I really mean it. So adjust, take as much time as you need to adjust. You might need to bring that left foot forward, and that right foot forward a little bit. Wiggle through the hips a little bit so that you can really stack those legs. I'm gonna draw my left hip back so that my left knee is directly over that right foot. And then the same with that left foot over the right knee. Big inhale, sit up nice and tall. Then on the exhale, walk the hands forward, lift up in the palms, and just breathe as you fold forward. Beautiful. We'll inhale up to center. And then we'll exhale, walk the hands over the left leg, left knee. Inhale to center. Exhale, walk the hands over the right side. I like to rest my head on my foot. Inhale to center. And then we'll come all the way up. I'm going to take this left leg, wrap it around my left shoulder like it's a strap of a book bag. So then you'll see about right hand grabbing the outside of the left foot, plant that left hand down onto the mat. I'm walking my left hand back as much as I can. If it's available to you, you would extend the left leg, gaze underneath the right arm. Plenty of sensation to be felt here. Then exhale, you can bend the left leg and pulse a few times. A few more moments for the practice. Compass pose, sundial. One more inhale. And exhale, we're going to release, and we're going to see about right arm cradles the left leg. So that right arm crease cradles the foot. You're going to wrap both arms around the front of that right femur, or the left femur, my bad, left. Sit up nice and tall, straighten the spine, draw that left leg into the chest the best you can. You can do a little bit of a rock here, rocking. It just feels good. We're cradling the baby, we might as well rock it. You can rock forward, rock back. So this is where you can stay and just rock and relax for a few moments. If you want to try something a little bit deeper, you could actually, from this rocking position, you would straighten the right leg. See about just leaning back, coming all the way down onto your backs and lifting that right leg up. Drawing that left femur down into the chest. And then you can exhale, lower the right leg down to the mat. That feels good. Go ahead and pulse a few times, lifting and lowering the right leg. Go ahead, wherever you're at, lift the right leg, big inhale, exhale. See about rolling up and right into a forward fold, continuing to cradle that left leg. You could gently apply some pressure to that left knee with your left hand. Straighten the spine, reach the chest forward, crown of the head forward. Awesome job. Go ahead, continue to cradle that left leg. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, release. Shake it out. Let's go ahead and try that on the opposite side. So we'll bend the left leg across the right ankle over left thigh. This is where you will stay. You can just make these little micro adjustments, bringing everything into the midline. Feeling that sensation in the right hip, right thigh. If you want to deepen, you could plant the left hand behind you, fingertips pointing away. Inhale, reach the right arm up. And then exhale, right elbow or armpit on that right foot. Right hand can reach down and maybe grab left foot or ankle. Take your gaze behind you. One more inhale. And exhale, release. Let's go ahead and stack the shins. Right shin over the left shin. Come into that fire log pose. Take as much time as you need to adjust. Once you feel like you've got it, sit up nice and tall. Feel that sensation rushing through your legs, so nice. Big inhale, you can bring your arms up above the head if you'd like. And then exhale, we're just folding forward, walking the hands forward, releasing, relaxing, finding your breath. Inhale to center. And we'll go ahead and exhale, reaching over to the right side. Inhale to center. Exhale, walk the hands over to the left side. Inhale to center. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Nice job, yogis. So we're gonna see about taking that right foot, drawing it over the back of the shoulder like it was a strap of a backpack. If you can't get it all the way over, no big deal. Just do the best you can. Get it over the shoulder the best you can. The left hand grabs the outside of that right foot. Plant the right hand down. Walk it back the best you can. And extend that right leg. Open up. Take your gaze up, over, underneath the left arm, up towards the ceiling. A little bit of a pulse. Keep breathing. You can pulse or stay static. Extending the leg. One more big inhale. And exhale. Release. Left arm cradles that right foot. Left arm crease, cradling that right foot. Interlace your fingers in front of that right leg. And draw it into the chest. And then you can rock the baby. Side to side, back and forth. Such a great and wonderful, magical place to stay. But often our minds want to play. So if you want to play, you can extend the left leg and then roll back onto your back, lifting the left leg to 90 degrees, drawing that right femur into the chest. Oh wow, so much sensation. Breathing. When you're ready, exhale, lower the left leg down to the mat. Try to draw that right foot up a little bit so that the knee is not so bent. Ooh. Very nice. Inhale, extend the left leg back up. And then when you're ready, see about exhale, rolling up directly into a forward fold. You can use your right hand planting on that knee very gently, applying just a little bit of pressure. And we'll inhale, lift back up, continuing to cradle that right leg, and exhale, release. Ooh, a little bit of a stomach cramp there. Working those abs today quite a bit. So, cobbler's pose. Or actually, before cobbler's pose, we'll go into diamond pose. So, it's just like cobbler's pose. We want the feet together, but we're going to just draw the feet out as far as we can without losing that connection between the feet. Keep the connection on the feet. Go out as far as you can. Big inhale. Sit up nice and tall through the spine. And then exhale. Fold forward. Wrap the hands around the feet. really feel this in my abductors and my TI band. Keep breathing. Did I say TI? IT? Band, I mean. Keep reaching the crown of the head forward towards the feet. Inhale, we'll come up. Draw the heels in towards sit bones. Nice and tall, wrap the hands around the feet. Try to open those feet. And you can draw the knees down towards the mat if possible. And then exhale, fold forward. Hinge forward. Keep the spine straight for this first one. Inhale back up. I like to move the knees up and down a few times, almost like a butterfly. And then we'll exhale, round. Fold forward. Bring the head down towards the feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Lean back. Lift the feet. Let them hover off of the mat. Balanced, bound angle. So from here, I would like to see if you can extend the legs, continuing to balance. Take your gaze up towards the ceiling, long through the arms, legs, and spine. Find your breath. Feel your power. All strength born of softness, more often than not, it's the gentle work that is most important. We'll exhale, bring the feet together. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Continuing to balance, you can extend one leg at a time. Extending through the right leg. And then moving into extension in the left leg. Quite nice. Go ahead and exhale, bring the feet together one more time. We inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Bring it in and fold. Drop the feet down, right back into rounding the back. Forehead down to the feet. Inhale. Release. Come all the way up. Great job, yogi. So we'll go ahead. You can close the knees. However you'd like to get there. We're coming into child's pose. Coming down into child's pose. Preparing for the practice of shavasana, headstand. It's an intermediate practice. I'm assuming all of you know your limitations on your headstand. So we'll be giving minimum instruction on how to get into your headstand. So we'll go ahead, interlace the fingers, form that cup, place the head into that cup. And when you're ready, you can lift the knees and begin to slide the feet forward and up into your headstand. Roughly 30 to 60 seconds in that classical static headstand. You can close the eyes if you can, breathing through the nostrils. Flex the feet. And working with that external rotation today, some hip opening stuff.
We'll see about maybe continuing to work with that in headstand. You can bend the knees and bring the feet together. Draw the knees away from each other. If you'd like to take this a little bit farther, you can twist. Twist the legs to the right. And then come back to center and twist to the left. You can also see about extending the legs once you get into that twist. You go as far as you can to the left. Open the legs. Woo, lots of juice there. Bring the knees and feet back together. Come to center. A few more moments to twist. And then when you're ready, bend the knees. Draw the knees into the chest. Lower down. Slowly with control, trying not to make a sound. As you come back in to your child's pose. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. You can tuck the feet, stretching into the balls of the feet. Tuck the toes, Just come up into a kneeling position. Palms facing up. I like to give a little pull on my pinky toes to encourage those pinky toes to tuck. Just breathe deeply into the nostrils. Notice the sensation of your breath. Notice how freely the breathing is. Perhaps you notice a difference in the breathing before shavasana and now after. Alright, go ahead, plant the hands, and we're going to come down onto our backs. You can jump through however you want to get there. Coming down onto our backs. Preparing for the practice of Sarvangasana, shoulder stand. Plant the hands next to the hips. We'll inhale, lift the feet, lift the legs, lift the hips, embrace the lower back with the hands. And I like to straighten out here and deepen, so I'll bend the knees into the forehead, walk the elbows towards each other, underneath the back. Walk my hands, finding deeper positioning on the upper back, and lift back up, extending. To a much straighter expression of your shoulder stand. Close the eyes. Notice the sensation of breath in the throat. Try to relax as much as possible through the legs and feet. One more inhale. And exhale, flex the feet, lower the feet down behind the head. Keep the hips lifted, coming into plow pose, Halasana. You could interlace the fingers, extending the arms down towards the mat. If you wanted to deepen even more, you could bend the knees, cradling the ears. Just keep those hips lifted. One more, inhale. And exhale. Two options here. To release, you could just plant the hands and lower down, keeping the head on the mat, one vertebrae at a time. Or I'll give you a little bit more of a challenging option. We would come back up into our shoulder stand, and then we will split the legs, and we're going to enter into a high bridge pose from our shoulder stand. So we'll split the legs. I'm reaching my right foot down towards the mat, bending through the right knee, feeling that pressure, really feeling that pressure in the wrists. Keep arching the back. You can lower that right foot down. If that feels good, you can come back up. You could try that on the left side. Bend the left knee, reach that left foot down towards the mat, arch the back. Come into a high bridge pose. You could even try that with both feet. Come down with both legs at the same time if you'd like. Once you're down, lift up through the stomach to that bridge pose. One more inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale, release the hands from underneath the back. Lower down. You could go with one more bridge or follow along with me for wheel pose. We'll plant the hands next to the ears. My fingertips are pointing down towards the toes. And just like bridge pose, we would push into the feet, knees reach forward as you lift through the legs, hips, pelvis, abdominals, chest, extend through the arms. And we open the chest, external rotation through those shoulders. Trying to reach the chest forward. Maybe straighten through the legs a little. Draw the feet together if possible. You can pulse between straight legs and bent knees. Few more moments for the practice. One more inhale. Exhale, lower down. Counterbalance. Bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Rock from side to side. Notice how you may feel. Keep rocking. Go ahead, extend the legs. Sitting on the wrists, palms facing down. Fingertips are reaching towards the heels. Walk the forearms underneath the back as much as possible. Try to draw those elbows together. We'll take a big inhale and we'll push into the forearms and lift forward with the chest. You can take your gaze forward to begin with, and then we'll exhale, lower the crown of the head down towards the mat. So 90% of the effort is in the forearms, very little is in the head. You can imagine that invisible hand pushing into the back of, in between your shoulder blades, your upper back, pushing, lifting that heart. Deep breathing, one more inhale. Exhale, release. Preparing for shavasana. But before we do, real quick lift and clinch. We'll go ahead and lift all the limbs, head off of the mat. Draw everything in, squeeze it nice and tight like a fist. Your entire back is pushing against the mat as you lift your limbs and head, chest and shoulders off of the mat. One more inhale. Exhale, plop down like a fish. Release. Try that one more time. And when I say release, plop down like a fish. Just dramatically let everything go. Inhale, lift, clinch. Squeeze everything nice and tight. Flex the triceps and the biceps, the quads. Flex the feet. Squeeze through the hands. You can point the toes, extend the fingers. Make a sour lemon face. Tight, tight, tight. Exhale, release. Shavasana. If you like, you could bring the heels together, open up through the legs, draw the knees down. Supta Baddha Konasana. If this gets to be too much, you could just use your hands to draw the knees back together and extend back into your Shavasana pose. Settle in to the body. Inhabit the space around the heart. Inhabit the space in the stomach. Feel your body with your breath. Feel that felt sense of belonging, of connection, strength, love, and wisdom. As you breathe these healing, sacred, conscious breaths, and as you move through these sacred movements, you are making your claim. You are stating your intentions. You are making it an offering to yourself, to your loved ones. Can you relax just a little bit more? Can you soften the system just a little bit more? Following the breath. How far can you follow your breath? Into the body, to the realm of the senses, the land of infinite possibilities. Feel that felt sense of a smile spreading across the face of the heart, spreading across the brows of the eyes, perhaps the lips take on the half smile of the Buddha as you completely let go and open to what is, melting effortlessly, expanding your awareness. body stretch. Exhaling, rolling onto the right side. Using that arm as a pillow. Making your way up to the top of the mat. Sitting up nice and tall, bringing your hands into your lap. Closing the practice. It's 3 ohms. And another part of the Shanti mantra. Inhaling for Om. Om loka samasta sukhinu bhavantu. Om loka samasta sukhinu bhavantu. Om shanti shanti shanti. Thank you so much. I wish you many blessings. Namaste.